Coming up on Hashtag That.
We break down all that's happening in the music industry. All that and more from Hamden to Hollywood. We are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
From Hamden to Hollywood, we are your source for entertainment news.
Welcome to Hashtag That. I'm Luca Triant.
And I'm Christina Vittas.
We start out with what is dropping in the near future.
For the first time in 10 years, Mandy Moore is dropping a new 10-track album on March 6th, titled Silver Landing. This album release date followed her new single, Save a Little for Yourself, that has a music video to match.
Irish artist and former member of boy band One Direction, Niall Horan, is expected to drop his second solo album, Heartbreak Weather, on March 13th. The album features the Billboard hit Nice to Meet Ya, and We Can't Wait to Hear Ya.
Superstar Alicia Keys is dropping her 7th studio album, titled What Else But Alicia. The album is self-produced and is reported to have 15 tracks. We'll be waiting until March 20th for the full album drop.
This year's Grammy superstar Billie Eilish just dropped a new single. Jamie Manley is here to tell us more.
Hey everyone, it's Ben and Jamie, and today we're going to be reacting to Billie Eilish's new song, No Time to Die.
For the movie No Time to Die, the 25th James Bond film.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's get to it.
And this is our first time listening to it.
Ever. I've never heard of this song before.
She is so good live. Like, it literally sounds like it's coming straight from her
like
album.
Yeah, it sounds like she has like all the harmonies already put in and everything. I don't know how she does it.
It's amazing. Me not trying to cry on camera right now because of how good it is.
We were.
They don't know that we know it. And this is our first time listening to it.
Ever. I've never heard of this song before. Amen.
Guys, that was amazing. And I really liked how, like, it was different from her other songs that she has right now. Like, the style, the way that she sang, it was so different and so unique.
But it was also so traditional, like, to what the James Bond movies were.
Yeah. What would you rate it out of 10? I'd
11.
say a 12. A 12 out of 10 for the new Billie Eilish song.
And for all her songs. Go check her out.
Billie Eilish Pirate Barrett O'Connell is the icon of our generation.
Exactly.
And everybody should listen to Billie Eilish. She is such a young, talented artist. She's younger than us.
People that don't like her are just jealous that they're not in her position. Thank you for watching us react to Billie Eilish singing No Time to Die from the new James Bond film, and go see No Time to Die, April 2020.
Thanks. Bye.
Hashtag that.
Okay, Luca. I don't know about you, but I've been lost in all of the music coming out lately, and I'm not upset about it.
What have been some of your favorites so far?
Well, hands down, Kesha's new album, High Road, has been on constant repeat for me. Kesha really connected back to her party pop roots with this album. But what really makes her album stand out to me are her slower songs, because those are the tracks that really highlight her versatility as an artist and her undeniable talent. So she has come a long way as an artist, and High Road is a perfect example of Kesha staying true to herself, especially after the years of legal battles that she's faced. But what about you, Luca? What have you been listening to?
Yeah, of course. One of my childhood favorites just released a new album that I am so glad that in 2020 we can say that the punk legend Green Day are putting out new music. Their new album, Father of All, is an alternative album that I do not think is really going to be out on the radio that much, but it is a great listen, and it is great to see a group as iconic as Green Day without like this.
You know, I couldn't agree more, Luca, but Green Day is not the only act making a comeback after a long hiatus. A big surprise for me has been Justin Bieber's long-awaited album Changes. Now, Luca, I do not consider myself a big Bieber girl. I never really had one of those J-Biebs phases growing up, but when I say that I went into listening to this album with an open mind, I really mean it. And I have to say that it is a quality album, and I think that there is a nice mix of both radio-friendly tracks and some slower songs that are going to be an instant favorite for people who listen to the full album.
Another alternative comeback to happen this year has been Hayley Williams' new EP, Petals for Armor. Did you listen?
Yes, I love Hayley Williams. Paramore is one of my favorite bands of all time, and her new EP may be short, but it's definitely exciting to see her put something out as a solo artist again. I think the EP is on trend with more, controlled alternative sound similar to Billie Eilish, and I'm so excited to see what other projects Hayley Williams comes out in this year.
We are not even 2 full months into 2020, and we have so much new music on our hands. It is incredible.
Luca, there's so much to listen to right now, and I totally get why some people cannot decide to take the time to listen to full albums.
Exactly. Listening to new singles and what is on the radio is much more my speed. Do you have a favorite song in 2020 so far?
I actually do, Luca. So I have been listening to this one song on repeat all day, and I'm not even close to getting tired of it. Khalid and Disclosure are back at it with a new song that came out this month. Their new song, Know Your Worth, is so much fun and has a great positive message. I really want it to be a hit in the charts really soon because I think it's going to be one of my anthems for the rest of the semester.
I think I also found an anthem for the semester, but it is my sad boy hours anthem. Sam Smith has slowly but surely releasing new songs for his upcoming album and the title track, To Die For. It is an instant hit. To Die For is meaningful, catchy, and is a song people cannot miss out on.
Sam Smith is so talented. The next Grammys is going to be one of the most cutthroat award seasons ever, and I know we have a full year, but I cannot wait to see who comes out on top.
When we return from break, we look to a very particular kind of fashion.
Plus, Gabby Verlosky has an update on trending topics. Stay tuned.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
Middle school or high school in the 2010s, it's a strong possibility that you were a One Directioner.
No member of the former boy band has evolved quite as much as the one and only Harry Styles.
Robin Karashik and Manny Galicki are here to take us through how Harry Styles has become Harry Styles. Let's see it.
Hey viewers of Hashtag That, I'm Robin Karashik.
I'm Manny Galicki.
I'm Laura Smullen.
And today we'll be talking about the evolution of the one and only Harry Styles. So, I guess I'll start off by talking about the evolution of Harry Styles' hairstyles. So, back in 2010, when One Direction was originally formed, Harry Styles had his kind of wavy, curly, pushover hair. So 2011 when What Makes You Beautiful came out, and I saw gorgeous Harry Styles in that music video, and his hair just, he was a perfect angel at the time. 2013 when, his frat boy kind of hair, it was like a little bit of Justin Bieber, a little floof music. Manny, take it away.
So in 2010, One Direction was just becoming a band on the X Factor, and they were very traditional pop, like exactly what you think you'd hear on the radio. I think they found like a really nice, like, their place in like 2013, 2014 with like Midnight Memories, the album,
I love that album.
And then the album 4, like they found their like kind of soft rock, a little bit of alternative pop. Like Made in the AM was definitely more like soft pop, and like
I think they finally found their sound. Like, it's sad that like just when the band had like come to an end, basically, like their hiatus, I think that's when they really started like going out of their comfort zones, and like songs like I Want to Write You a Song, that's personally my favorite off of the album.
Then after that, Harry went off on his own like solo career, and like he chopped his hair, changed his look, and his first single after the end of One Direction, after the end of 4, was a 6-minute ballad called Sign of the Times, which
different from One Direction.
Yeah, he was like polar opposite, actually. He was so all over the place, and he was very like experimenting with his new sound.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, I don't think, until his most recent album, Fine Line, where he really found what he wanted to make it more cohesive, instead of just like, I'm gonna make whatever I want.
Yeah,
It definitely sounds more like an album. Like you can just listen through, and every song is amazing.
Yeah, well, there you have it, viewers. That's the evolution of Harry Styles.
And speaking of Harry Styles, he was actually trending on Twitter earlier today because he tweeted a sneak peek of his upcoming music video for his song Falling, due to release February 28th.
It is time to find out what else has been trending. Gabby Brailovsky is here for our trending topics. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. I'm Gabby Brailovsky, here to tell you what's trending on Twitter this week. This past weekend, Skeet Ulrich and Marisol Nichols announced they will no longer appear on Riverdale after season 4. Ulrich plays F.P. Jones, a Riverdale cop, and Nichols plays Hermione Lodge, the mother of one of the beloved main characters. There is no word about how or when they will be written off. Ulrich and Nichols both shared statements about how much their time on Riverdale has meant to them both, and what an incredible journey it has been. The show's creator, Roberto Aguirre Sacasa, shared a statement saying, quote, "Part of life in Riverdale and part of growing up is saying goodbye to people," end quote. And so now it is unfortunately time for fans to say goodbye. In happy news for Selenators, on Friday, Selena Gomez surprised fans by releasing a song titled Feel Me, targeted at Justin Bieber and his unfaithfulness throughout their previous relationship. Gomez originally wrote the song in 2016 during a rough period in their relationship and had not released it prior to now. She decided to leave the song off her new album, Rare, because she stated, quote, "The song was from when I was in a different place and doesn't fit where I am right now," end quote. Fans, however, have not stopped requesting the song, and Gomez caved and decided to finally release it. I'm glad she released it only when she felt ready, especially because it's a pretty great single. Lastly, Jake Paul took to Twitter over this weekend to fire at Zayn Malik. Paul tweeted, quote, "Almost had to clap up Zayn from One Direction because he's a little guy and has an attitude. Zayn, I know you're reading this. Stop being angry because you came home alone to your big hotel room," end quote. Although he got no response from Zayn himself, one person in particular took offense to Paul's tweet. It was none other than Malik's girlfriend, supermodel Gigi Hadid. Hadid tweeted back to Paul saying, quote, "He does not care to hang with you or your embarrassing crew of YouTube groupies. Home alone with his best friends because he has me, sweetie," end quote. Jake Paul has since deleted his tweet and is back to regular social media craziness. And that's all from me today. Back to you guys.
Coming up after a short break, Hannah Mursky is here for a Hollywood news update.
And we have your next date stop all ready for you. You don't want to miss it.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
If you, like me, have no idea what's been going on in Hollywood this week, have no fear. Hannah Mirsky is here for the Hollywood News Update.
Hannah, what do you have for us?
Thank you, guys. I'm Hannah Mirsky, and we have a lot to jump into this week. Amanda Bynes has spoken out about her conservatorship and how much her treatment is in an Instagram video. Since 2010, she has been in a downward spiral after abusing drugs and alcohol and being charged with multiple DUIs. Bynes is now 3 years sober and a college graduate and is engaged. Bynes' mother was granted conservatorship over her daughter back in 2014. She told her Instagram followers that she is seeing a judge about the conservatorship issue because her treatment is currently $5,200 a month. She thinks she should not have to pay that much for a therapist, but cannot change her therapist since she is not in control of her finances. Do you guys think she should be able to break the conservatorship and be able to choose her own therapist? Is she ready to be responsible for herself again?
You know, I don't think she's responsible, could be responsible for herself right now. I think, it kind of it matters that she is getting treatment. So as long as there's some sort of therapy going on, I think that's important. And but I think that if they do try to change, that deal, then it's just going to be more expensive than paying for the treatment. What do you think, Luca?
I think I definitely agree. There's always room for improvement, and I think that as she's getting better, there, things that have to stay where they are. However, I do think that, once it's kind of confirmed that she's doing all right, in the end, I think that she should, be able to do what she would like from that point on.
Yes, I agree. I feel like she hasn't had much of an income since she hasn't made anything for movies, TV since 2010. So I don't know if she was in control of her finances, where she would be getting that money from, and if she would choose the right idea. Up next, Justin Bieber is under heat from Cara Delevingne after an episode of The Late Late Show with James Corden. In a game of Spill the Guts, he was asked to rank his wife, Hailey Bieber's best friends from favorite to least favorite. Bieber ranked Delevingne last, but immediately defended his answer, saying he knows Kendall the best, and he doesn't know Gigi and Cara well enough. Delevingne went to Instagram posting a picture of Bieber checking her out at the 2012 Victoria's Secret fashion show, and them hanging out at a Toronto Maple Leafs game. She asked Bieber if there is no hate, why is she still blocked? Do you guys think it was necessary for Cara Delevingne to be offended like this?
I don't really think it's necessary to be offended. I think it's a good laugh. I think Justin probably should have eaten whatever gross food James Corden had ready for him, but I don't think it's enough to necessarily be upset. Luca, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I agree with that point as well. I mean, definitely, I think it's a lot to get worked up over in the end, and maybe not so much worth the trouble to go this big with an issue that might be considered for a lot of people to be a tiny bit small.
Moral of the story, I think, don't rank people, definitely not on national television, and you can't really trust James Corden sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't rate Gigi first either. He said he didn't know them both as well, so for her to go on Instagram, I feel like it's a little immature, but it's celebrities. And for our last story, Friends is officially set for a reunion on HBO Max this May. All 6 of the original cast members signed on to participate in an unscripted one-episode reunion. They are expected to make big pay from this long-awaited reunion. Fans of the show have been loud expressing their hope for a reunion with all the cast members. The closest we got to one was when the whole cast, except for Matthew Perry, honored their director on an NBC special back in 2016. Will you guys be watching it when it airs in May?
Okay. When I saw that Instagram post go live of the whole cast, I was freaking out. I was like, no way, this is real. No way, this is happening. But it's happening, and I'm so excited. So I'll definitely be watching in May. I think it's going to be higher quality than other comebacks that have happened for other reboots. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to be watching. Do I have to go get another streaming service? I guess that's maybe a free trial, and we're just going to watch it all. But we'll see. Luca, are you a Friends guy?
Actually, unfortunately, I'm really not. I don't have much experience in the show, but I do know a lot of people who are. And I've been kind of surrounded with the Friends vibe pretty much since I've known a lot of the people that I do know. Like we tried to do a lot of Friends events and stuff, you know, when I was back in high school. I definitely think that they should all have the chance to watch that. And I think, honestly, you know, if I'm all together with them and they want to do it, I think I'll tag along.
Yeah, definitely. Are you a Friends fan?
Oh, yes.
Do you have a favorite moment or episode?
I would say when Ross walked in on Rachel and Joey hooking up, I thought that was so funny. I don't know, Ross, very interesting guy.
He's you know, he's a lot of iconic roles. Like We Were on a Break and so many things. I think all of the holiday episodes are my favorite. So all the Thanksgiving episodes are so good.
Yes.
So like hopefully we get a whole other one added in this new reboot. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's time for a short break, but when we come back,
we will be revealing our celebrity of the week
and your perfect date spot. Stick with us.
There are amazing things to discover in the forest.
Toothless, time to go! What you picking up on, bud?
It's a whole hidden world of wonders. And the perfect place to spend time with family. What better place to let your imagination soar? Experience nature and create a memory you can share. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
Probably the hardest part of taking anyone out is whether they be friends or significant other, has to be deciding where to go.
Lucky for us, Haley Cotton has a breakdown of the best date spot in Connecticut.
Let's see it.
Hi, I'm Haley with #that. With spring right around the corner and temperatures rising, you may be wondering what to do on your weekends. Some good ideas are to hike the Sleeping Giant, bike the rails to trails, or you can head up some breweries, cideries, wineries, or on those rainy days, maybe head inside to the escape rooms, a trampoline park, or even axe throwing. Today, I'm going to take you to Sleeping Giant State Park and over to my favorite cidery. Let's go! Hi, so we're out here at Sleeping Giant State Park. I love coming out here personally to get all that vitamin D back and get some exercise after a long winter indoors. And another favorite part of mine about this is heading up to the tower and seeing all of the dogs. After hiking the Sleeping Giant, I like to head over to New England Cider Company in Wallingford for a relaxing cider tasting. One thing I love about cideries is that the beverages are fresh and local, and there's always something new to try. So I hope you enjoyed seeing Sleeping Giant State Park and New England Cider Company with me. With spring around the corner, I hope you find yourself enjoying the fresh air and other great activities throughout Connecticut. I'm Haley Cotton with #that, and I hope to see you around.
We move on to the celebrity of the week. The reveal of the week is someone who we may not know. Drumroll please. Dave Aries. Someone who went from a hockey rink employee to a supposed hockey champ.
Aries is a Zamboni driver for the Toronto Marlies. However, he was called upon to step up as an emergency backup goalie for the opposing team, the Carolina Hurricanes, after they lost two of their own goalies to injuries.
Aries stopped 8 goals in succession, helping the Hurricanes win 6-3. It is definitely a feat going from an average employee to sports-wide fame, all from just a call to duty. It is definitely a good message, Christina, to see someone rise so far up and do so well when it was only their job.
Luca, this man has been making headlines everywhere. I think it's kind of funny that it ended up winning against the team he worked for, but I think seeing how people came together and rooted for their guy, even though he had to play for the other team, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Is there anyone else out there you think that may have made the cut?
You know, there's a lot of celebrity news going out there, like good and bad. But I think there's a lot going on in the YouTube world, and a lot of the YouTube celebrities and content creators are really doing great things. Jeffree Star this week has a whole new line coming out, which is super exciting. Shane Dawson, in that same realm of YouTube little population, he put out a few videos on his Shane Glosson channel, which you have to check out. So I think there's a lot of celebrities, like social media influencers, that are really doing a lot of stuff in the YouTube world. Even the Dolan twins just put out a mini documentary about their father who passed away a couple months ago. So honestly, just a collective group, the celebrities of YouTube are doing a lot of big things.
I think it's so cool how YouTube has kind of become this platform where almost anybody can really rise up to fame from the alternative world. I mean, that's what it's become really, because we see all these folks in Hollywood and all these popular places that everyone knows, but then YouTube, it's kind of a platform for people to rise up on their own. I think that's a really cool kind of story that a lot of people can kind of relate to, because not everyone gets up so high, but I think that YouTube is definitely a great place where they can do that. I think it's a great addition to I think we can call them celebrities.
Yeah.
All of them celebrity of the week.
Definitely. And honestly, these influencers and self-made people on YouTube have had so much success that people who are big names like Justin Bieber are putting out his own documentary series on YouTube. So it just shows how awesome of a platform that is for celebrities and non-celebrities to really make it, like you said. So it's really exciting. And so, yeah, the celebrities to look out for, definitely check out YouTube and all that they have to offer.
Before we head out tonight, we have to give a shout out to one of the best events at Quinnipiac, Q-thon.
That's right, this year's 10-hour dance marathon will be on Saturday, March 24th, and Q30 TV will be live streaming the whole event.
Make sure to tune in to Q30TV.com on March 21st to never miss a single moment.
That is all that we have for hashtag this week, but get ready for Q-thon because it's going to be so great. You're going to be there, right, Luca?
I think I have enough time to be there for the full 10 hours. I think I'm going to try to make the commitment this year. Definitely the commitment.
That's amazing. I mean, I think if we talk to the right people, maybe we can be on the desk at Q-thon. Do you think we can make that happen?
I think that would be awesome.
Okay, so definitely check out Q30's content during Q-thon, and make sure to follow us at Q30 Entertain on Twitter and Facebook, and at Q30 TV on Instagram.
And check out the website, Q30TV.com.
For everyone on the floor and in the control room, I'm Christina Vittas.
And I'm Luca Triant. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place.